The Board of Overseers of the Maine Bar says for the first time ever is recommending a prosecutor's license to practice law be suspended. The panel found Hancock County Assistant District Attorney Mary Kellett in violation of ethical standards. Among the violations, engaging in conduct unworthy of an attorney. News Center Samantha Edwards joins us now with details. Samantha.
Thanks, Chris. This review stems from a 2009 case where Kellett prosecuted a man on charges of rape against his wife. The man was acquitted and filed a complaint that Kellett did violate bar rules during her prosecution. Now, the man argues Kellett did not have probable cause or enough evidence in her case against him. A three-person panel spent 2 days reviewing the evidence of the case against the Hancock County ADA. Prior to the hearing, Kellett held a clean record and cooperated with the board throughout its investigation. But one group, Stop Abusive and Violent Environments, spent the last year highlighting Kellett's actions and pushing for the state to take action.
This was a pattern of misconduct that occurred over a period of months and even years that involved Mary Kellett and other people in that same office of prosecutors in District 7 of the state. So this was not just a one-time incident or because prosecutors were overworked. This is really a problem of a pattern of a systemic prosecutorial misconduct that was documented not just in this one case.
Mary Kellett, from my personal knowledge of her, I know her to be a very dedicated, hardworking prosecutor trying to do the best she can for her community. On the other hand, we have a group of individuals who are making judgment on her conduct, and with all due respect to them, I'm not sure they really understand the pressure that she's under and some of the obligations that we're under, and so then they make a judgment against her. It's disheartening for all of us.
The board did find 2 points of concern through its investigation. First, Kellett's rebuttal during the trial highlighted the absence of evidence and caused prejudice toward the defendant. This was evidence that she had argued to keep out of the trial. An expert on the panel described this move as stubborn and that she appeared to be bucking the court during her rebuttal. The second point found Kellett withheld 2 key pieces of evidence from the defense. The evidence was the 911 recording from the night of the alleged rape and some witness statements. Members of the panel say the seriousness of this issue cannot be overstated, and that it was Kellett's ethical obligation to produce the evidence. Kellett argues she and her colleagues did not find the evidence important to the defense's case. These findings are what led to the panel's decision to recommend suspension. Its decision, Penobscot County District Attorney Chris Almy is concerned by.
It's a difficult situation, but for not just Mary Kellett, but for all prosecutors, because this decision that they make reflects on how we're supposed to do our job, and I'm not sure that they've got it right.
Chris Almy says the suspension of Kellett would add strain to an already short staff and heavy workload. But her suspension is by no means a certainty. Kellett will appear before a justice of the Supreme Judicial Court. That justice will then make that decision. We did try to speak with the Hancock DA's office and Kellett herself, but neither were available for a comment. Chris, back to you.
Okay, thanks very much for that report, Samantha.